Hey there, this is Rick with the Mercedes Diesel Guy channel, and this is my 1998 Volvo S70. I wasn't planning on doing a video today, but I ended up doing a little job and figured this might be really useful. So I was just experimenting with a little repair, and it seems to be going really well. It's the sort of thing that I think might be useful. So I've owned three of these cars over 10 years, and in my experience, the cup holder, which slides out of the armrest in the center console, tends to be pretty brittle and easy to break. Now, I don't know if that's because it's just a flimsy design, or or it's because these cars are 25 plus years old now, or a combination of the two. Anyhow, I am unable to run to a junkyard in the area here to even look for a new cup holder, and I'd rather not try to fit an aftermarket cup holder if I don't have to. I've not had great experiences with those. And a brand new piece, if I can find it, not cheap. And I think it's way too expensive for what a cup holder should cost. And that's because it's a very specific piece to these cars, and there aren't a lot of them, and there's way more moving pieces than there should be. So let me show you what I've done here. Now, um, I think this broke about a year ago on me. What happened was this arm here snapped off, and I've seen that in plenty of other cup holders there in the junkyard. And this one isn't perfect. I mean, this this rubber piece is in poor shape. The one here on the front is missing. I had the remnants of that one somewhere around here, but they're not going back in. But anyhow, this spring arm here snapped off on me, and that's happened to me a number of times, and that renders the that section of the cup holder useless, because this arm here holds in the cup or the can or whatever it is. So and the reason these snap off, because I've seen these arms come out pretty clean, it's that there's a plastic pin inside the cup holder mechanism, and this arm here slides onto the pin and pivots, and there's a spring holding it. And I'll take this back apart to show you. What happens is, though, that plastic pin snaps off. And in the past, I've just gone for a new cup holder. Well, I didn't have that option this time, so I decided I would try to fix it, and I was able to fix this really, really quickly, and I don't think this is going to break again. The front one might, in which case I'll just repair it the same way. So let me show you what I did here. So I took this all apart, and I drilled out, and I put a little screw through there. Now the screw is it's about the same diameter as the pin that snapped out. And you can see the screw protrudes here on the bottom a bit. That doesn't matter. It's actually not going to interfere with anything. I checked. I've actually I didn't put the screws back in, but I did kind of press fit and reassemble the whole thing here, and I tested it, and this screw is not interfering. And once again, I'll take this apart in a second by hand just to show you. Now, I thought I'd have to run the screw through the top here, and initially I started with a longer screw. Let me see if I can even find that here. Well, moot point. It was a longer screw, and the end did protrude out the top here. And the problem with that was that when I tried to pull the cup holder out of the armrest, the protruding part of the screw would snag, because there's on the top part of the cup holder, I think it's this piece here, engages this catch, so you can't pull the cup holder assembly completely out while the armrest is assembled. And that screw here did hit and interfere. Now, there's nothing to interfere on the bottom, and you really can't see here, but I've got way more than enough of the screw going through here, so that's holding it together. If the only screw you have does protrude out the top. You're just going to have to trim the screw even and flat with this surface here. So give me a second, I'll pull this apart as best I can. These two arms are probably going to pop out. Hopefully I don't lose the springs. I'll just try to lift the try to lift the top off. I think that'll work better. And this is going to take a second because I'm working with one hand and filming at the same time. Okay, good. I got that off clean. So here's the other hole I drilled right here. It's not necessary, but it's not going to cause a problem. But you can see right here, the arm sits on top of the. You can see the screw in there, and the spring goes into there. Same here on the front. You got this arm sitting on top of the. You see the arm is moving against that plastic pivot pin. And I'm going to quickly pull this off just to show you the spring. You don't want to lose the springs when you're doing this. It's actually something of a minor miracle that I saved the spring last year and didn't lose it. So here's the tiny spring. Here's the arms. What you do is you flip the arm over. And apologies, it's a little awkward doing this by hand. While I'm filming it. Or rather, it's a little awkward doing it with one hand while I'm filming it. So this spring goes in there like that. And then you got to be careful not to drop the spring. I already knocked this off here, so. Then you have to get the spring over that pin, and this long end of the spring goes into that slot right there. Same with this spring right here. I'm going to have to pull the spring off and reset it into this arm here. So that's really all there is to it. Like I said, I've already tested this and it works fantastic. It's gonna be nice to have both these cup holders working again. And really, just to take this off, there are there are 3. These are Torx screws that. Yeah, I think there's 3 T25s holding this together. There's 2 more T25s holding the armrest lid to the hinge. And then I was able to take these out, and there are 8 of these holding the cup holder assembly together. And these I was able to get out with a T9, so I'm pretty sure that's what they are, T9. So I'm going to put this all back together now and put it in the car, and that'll be that. So this is Mercedes Diesel Guy. I really hope that this is useful, and thanks for watching.